All right, crypto nerds. Today we're going to talk about 3 different AI infrastructure crypto. One I am no longer touching with a 10-foot pole, and 2 others that I'm still accumulating. So let's get into that. This is crypto for the rest of us, 6 days a week, usually morning, mid-afternoon. I do tip, tool, or coin analysis. Later in the day, I do a show specifically to HBAR and ICP, but AI infrastructure, I should say it ticks 2 of my boxes. One, I think it's fairly safe because it's AI, and I think it's safe because it's infrastructure. So with AI, I look at, is it a customer-facing application, chat bot, that sort of thing, or is it infrastructure? So let's talk about that. I always need to say, big dumb animal, don't do what I do. Gold rush. Everyone always likes to say, well, in the gold rush, you were one of 2 people. You were either out there mining for gold, and there may have been thousands or tens of thousands of people, or you're someone selling the miners the picks and shovels. So to me, AI infrastructure is selling the picks and shovels. They don't have to choose, or we don't have to choose, which of these AI solutions or customer-facing products may actually do well. There could be thousands, tens of thousands, even more. But they're all going to need these high-end GPUs, these Nvidia GPUs, that the AI infrastructure, these cryptos are putting together so that they have all these nodes and very quickly you can distribute and utilize them. Okay, so we're going to talk about 3. The first is Render. You're probably very familiar with it. I did a review back in June. Back in June, the price, which I liked, was $7.50. And I said, I still like it. And I still do. And it's at $5. Back then, I believe I said my target was $30 to $70. At a $70 price target, we're looking at, I think it's around 30 billion. Well, let's look at market cap. Around 2 billion, fully diluted, around 2.8. That's because the majority of their coins are in circulation. And that's also why you'll see their price and their market cap. You see the price here, market cap is following fairly well because most of their coins are out. Okay, so at the moment at this price, it's around a 2 billion market cap. Recently it was just a 4. Well, there's a 2x just by the March and April. It wasn't around in the last run. If you're familiar with Render, one thing to note is that it was RNDR and now it's RENDER. And that's because they moved from the Ethereum, which was RNDR network, to now Solana RENDER. Just note, if you look it up on TradingView, if you put in RENDER, sometimes the data doesn't go back as far. So that's Render. Render has high-end GPUs. If you're familiar, they were started by a company which has a software solution which needs to utilize, when you're rendering your video, needs to utilize these high-end GPUs. Instead of companies having to buy all that infrastructure, they said, let's create this crypto, let's create a node of computers, and now you can basically use their front-end software and not have to have the infrastructure. You just send it off into the ether, it comes back, you're done, and it's cheaper. Okay. Render has the high-end, expensive H100, A100 Nvidia GPUs. Next one that I like a lot is Aether. Aether's fully diluted is around 2 billion. The market cap is 200 million because they have only 20% of their circulating coins out. You look at their price action, their market cap are pretty close. I did a video on this as well. You can look at that one. I go into the tokenomics. It's around, look, 0.047. That's almost 0.05. I did it back in July at 0.08. I liked it there. It's still down. And then I thought it would be a 10 to 20x, 80 cents to $1.60. And I still believe that. And the reason is because they've got a solution not just for AI, but they have an excellent solution. If you're more interested, watch the full video, for gaming as well. And so to me, I think it's always good if you have, it's not that they're saying, hey, you can use this for AI. Hey, you can use it for gaming. Hey, you can, no, they actually have specific solutions in place and tools to help facilitate that in AI and help facilitate it in on-chain gaming. So gaming infrastructure is very interesting to me as well. That's at around 4 cents, almost 5 cents. And I thought it would go up to potentially $1.60. This is a more difficult one because I always look at fully diluted. So to me, that would be the same. It would be around a $40 billion market cap. I think that's fully within the realm of possibility. Nvidia is at 2.63 trillion. Obviously different companies, but we all know Nvidia's trajectory at 48 bucks in January of this year. Now it peaked around 130. It's about 107 now. And they beat their last earnings came out, I think it was July 28th. And they beat, previous quarter, previous year up substantially. Obviously they're making them, but companies like Render and others are providing access to them. So I think this is one that we can't really predict. The third one that I'm no longer purchasing, so we're going to talk about three different things about it. IO.net. IO.net's $1.66. Let's check out, its market cap. Circulating 120 is about 15% circulating. It's around also a 200 million market cap. Fully diluted 1.4. That kind of surprises me because we've got Render sitting at 2.7 and Aether at 2. I couldn't really find any longer. I used to be able to, how many nodes they have. So when I did just a search on Google, and you can search just their website, it did come up with two things here. One was a PDF, which talks about how many GPUs, there's thousands of them. But when you go to check out the PDF, it's no longer existing. That's not good. Contact us page says deploy 10,000 GPU clusters in 10 seconds. I'm like, wow. Okay, they've got 10,000. You go to their contact page. It's no longer on the contact page. However, if you view the source of the contact page, you'll see it does say deploy 10,000. Okay, so that's their meta tag description that they're having Google show. But that's been removed as well. Not sure why you would remove that information other than you don't want people to know. That's one. Two, I found this article, which I didn't realize this, but their previous CEO stepped down days before the token launch. Okay, the token launch was in June, and it's come down substantially from there. Of course, so have many other things, but we're talking about a $6 all the way down to $1.60. Can't find any information about their nodes anymore. The CEO had some kind of issue, but he's gone, and now they've got someone else. And lastly, if they're competing against Render as well as Aether, I don't see them in the running. So what I'm doing now is focusing just on Render and Aether. I think they've got better marketing. I think they've got better press around them from the marketing. And because of that, as well as what they're providing, I think that those two will do much better. So in my opinion, I'm no longer purchasing IO. I had it a little bit, but I've been purchasing Render and Aether. Bought it a while ago, like the previous prices of $7.50 and 8 cents. So now around $5 and 5 cents, I'm buying more. Yesterday, I just bought some more Aether because I believe Aether has a very interesting solution. So I think those two I would go with in AI infrastructure. I believe AI infrastructure being AI and very popular and being infrastructure, to me, those are fairly safe plays. And I think even though they're safe plays, I think they have potential for really high returns. If you watch some of my other videos, I point out how I stagger my sell orders such that some of the coins I don't even have sell orders for at the upper range because I want to be able to let it run in case it runs. Anyway, thanks for watching. Have a great day. Hope we can all make generational wealth with crypto. I appreciate you. Please do like and subscribe so you can see future episodes.